let's begin. Welcome everybody to Shut.mouth.talk, and it's our second special episode. Hello Matthew, how are you?
Hello Alan, are you well?
I'm very well, thank you for asking. It's ever so kind of you. So our second special episode, Matthew, is going to be about Fowey Regatta.
All things regatta.
I think we've probably mentioned where we're from, Fowey in Cornwall. And every year in August we have a week-long celebration, which we call our Royal Regatta. But Matthew, we've got guests this time. It's very exciting. It's the first time that's happened.
I can tell you're excited.
I'm very excited. We have got with us today, we've got Kerry, who is part of the Royal Regatta Committee. And very last minute, we decided that we would get Kerry's mum, Leslie, because she knows a lot more about the history and things like that. She's a wealth of knowledge.
Yes.
Okay.
More so than that. So, hello Kerry, hello Leslie, how are you?
Hello. I was better 5 minutes ago.
You was better 5 minutes ago. Honestly, it's all good. We're just going to have a nice chat and talk about Regatta Week, really.
You certainly won't be any worse than what we normally are.
Okay.
And when we started, we were actually awful. And
were.
we're ever so slightly better now. But no, we're just going to have a chat about it, really. All things regatta. So it's the third week of August.
It is. Always includes the 18th of August.
What are the dates this year, Kerry, not to put you on the spot?
They are the 16th to the 22nd.
There we go. So
It's like you've rehearsed that.
hopefully that will stop some people asking you, because I know that's one of the probably the most common questions.
The other common question that we still get some years after the last show is, when are the red arrows on?
Never.
People still ask that.
I know.
Well, there you go. That's one thing that we used to have that we no longer have. Red arrows. They always used to be on the Thursday. And when was the last time we had the red arrows?
Oh, I can't remember. I think it was...
It must be 8 or 9 years ago, was it?
I've got a feeling it was about 2014. So the red arrows stopped coming because they had... not in Fowey, they had a terrible accident, so their insurances and things were looked at. So they can no longer fly over people, and they need an open space to be able to land if they need to crash land for any reason, and they can't do that in Fowey. We had them the year after when they changed all of that, and they were outside the harbour.
St. Bay, wasn't it? Yeah, I vaguely remember.
But you couldn't really see it from Fowey,
Fowey
but that was the only
lost
place
it.
they could legally do it for their insurances.
Such a shame.
Does seem a little bit of a shame that it was done like that, because obviously Fowey Regatta Committee were paying for it, and I know they're not cheap. And then not really, Fowey wasn't really feeling the benefit of it, so I don't suppose it was really worth it.
No, Polruan, it was great. I actually watched it from Polruan. It's fantastic.
Did I hear it right? Did they say that the insurance company said that if you're able to clear one side of the river, then they can come?
Well, I think they had to clear the whole river so they could
okay.
land in the river.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What a show that would have been.
Yeah, it'd be amazing.
That would have got
wouldn't
people back.
it? Apparently
Or
one
not.
year they flew so low, they clipped somebody's mast.
Really?
There's a picture in the ship in there on the wall where they're crossing over,
There
and
is.
there is a
I mean, that
mast
was always
quite
my
close.
favourite part, when they did that little crossover in the middle of the harbour.
They were great. I used to like it when they made the heart shape as well.
You're ever so cute.
No, it was nice though. I mean, that's one of my memories of growing up in Fowey and being a young lad is the red arrows, because we got excited about it every year. When you're a young lad...
I think I actually have a photo somewhere of me stood on the steps of the King of Prussia with a couple of the pilots. Maybe there were some pirates there as well. There quite possibly could have been.
When I
We've
used
got
to
an
be...
amazing picture, We've got an amazing picture of the guttering.
The guttering?
Yeah, and then just the blue and the yellow smoke. Blue and red, not yellow.
I've got a picture of the guttering with just a horseshoe white smoke.
That's probably what I'm thinking of.
So how many years did they come to Fowey then?
Several.
Lots.
I couldn't say off the top of my head, but a lot, yeah.
I remember when I worked in Fowey, I worked at the Globe, and you always used to come in there, and at the end of the night they were like, "Come on then, Al, where's a party?" And I was like, "I don't know where there's one, but I bet I could find one."
Hang on a minute. Why weren't you at the toll bar?
I got poached. Yes, Leslie used to own a cafe in Fowey called the Toll Bar. She gave me my first ever job, and then I left to go somewhere else.
I only gave it you because I knew your granddad.
that was my job
Fair enough.
interview.
I think that's how it all. I got a job for Martin Billingsley because my dad painted his house. It's generally how it worked, wasn't it?
I got a job because my mum owned the business.
So what else did we used to have that we don't have anymore? Off the top of my head, the first thing that comes to mind is the three-legged race.
We were talking about this the
Oh,
other
the
day, yeah.
three-legged pub crawl.
Yeah,
I
we were
did
on
it with
about
my
this.
dad the last year that it was on. And I remember we went in the riverside. And yeah,
I
that's
was
no
going to
longer.
say you went in the river because that wouldn't have
Something's
been
gone
no
wrong.
surprise.
I don't think that was ever an official part of the regatta, but it was a long-standing thing that, you know, one person struck to another, and it's a race round Fowey to go in the pubs,
Yeah.
neck half a
I was
pint.
going to say it was half a pint, wasn't it? that you
Yeah.
had to have.
But then you had to kind of weigh up whether you wanted. I think Jan Philballs used to get someone small so he could just carry him. Come on,
Pick him
mate,
up.
and off he'd go. But then they were throwing up down the street because they couldn't handle the booze. So it was a toss up which way you wanted to
That
go.
sounds like me and Andy. Actually.
Did you take part in it, Leslie?
I did, we did. And it must be quite a long time ago because we used to go in Fowey Holiday Village.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I remember we came out of there and went through the edge. So that was a bit of a shortcut. But exactly that. Andy would have his half a pint and then my half a pint as well.
Oh, we'd do yours as well.
And then we got to King of Prussia and I threw up in a flower tub. I think we won though one year.
I think we should bring that back. I mean, obviously it's
Yeah.
unofficial, but
Yeah.
I think we should do that again one year.
Well, we
Probably
can put it to the committee, Alan.
probably a bit
Well,
late for this year, but maybe next year.
It would be an extra job for me, wouldn't it? Looking at the insurance, I'm sure.
Well, if it's not official, if it's just arranged on the side,
If we just turned up strapped to each other.
do you think we could actually arrange it officially?
I can look into it. We've got a meeting on Monday.
Well, there
I'll
we
put
are.
it forward.
You've heard it here first. Maybe the three-legged race can make a comeback. Another thing I remember that used to happen, that again, I don't think was an official thing, was the Elvis outside the Lugger.
Oh, yeah.
Weimer.
Weimer dressing up as Elvis and getting on cars.
I
And
think that was very unofficial, wasn't it?
The Elvis party, yeah.
It was great fun,
Yeah,
but
it
it
was
got
great
out of
fun.
hand, didn't it? With Weimer sitting on the bonnet of a car,
yeah, I think he
Yeah.
scratched a car or two, didn't he?
probably.
I remember Emma Sixton driving through, well, Sam Sixton driving through and shouting, get out the way, because Emma was in labour.
That's
Oh,
right.
God.
Yeah,
I remember that.
yeah.
Crikey.
What else used to happen? What other things that are official that we no longer have? Can you think of anything?
That we no longer have. Oh, I know the new things.
Yeah, well, we didn't know if we were going to be able to talk about anything that was potentially new this
Well,
year.
last year was new. We had the egg throwing contest
Oh, yeah,
on
yeah.
Ready Money Beach, which was great fun. Went down a storm. So we're bringing that back this year.
Tell us about that because I don't know anything about it.
Well, it just
They boiled
generally,
eggs? Or
they're raw eggs,
raw eggs?
and they just divided themselves into two teams. I believe I wasn't there, and threw eggs at each other.
To what end?
I think we should definitely sign up for that.
Sounds like fun.
I
We're
think you
there.
should. I definitely think you should be. I would love to see that.
And then they cleaned the beach up, ready for the sandcastle competition. But this year we've also got a tug of war competition.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
What day will that be on?
On the Friday,
Okay.
down at Ready Money. So before
Teams
the
of
sandcastle
how many?
competition, I believe it is teams of 6 to 8, and it has to include 2 ladies in the team to make it even. And it's going to be invites. So we've approached the pubs so far, but their staff are all too busy because it's the busiest week of the year.
Selfish.
And yeah, so we are working on it. So we're probably going to contact like the yacht club and the sailing club and the rugby club and the gig club.
Nice.
Good idea. I
Okay.
love that.
Hopefully.
Didn't
So,
they used
yeah.
to do like the greasy pole as well? Or if I just...
So we used to have Smugglers Week, which was in
Smugglers.
like March, April
Is that when
time.
No,
that
it was
was?
May. It was May. I
Oh,
think
sorry.
it was even before Demorier Week
Yeah, it was
started.
because it's when we lived in the King of Prussia.
And
so
the
80s.
school used to be quite involved and all dressed up as smugglers and pirates.
Yeah,
Quite
they used,
Love
useful.
that.
they used to walk the plank on Town Keynes.
That was it, yeah.
That's
That was it. I
right.
thought
we
that
had
was
tug of
during...
war then.
Did they? I thought that was during Regatta Week. But no, you said
it was
yeah,
Smugglers
Smugglers,
Week. Yeah.
So I think the Safe
May.
Harbour had red and white smugglers, and then the King of Prussia had blue ones, and they were rivals.
I
Seem to
remember that.
remember, yeah.
I remember that.
Like it.
Yeah.
There we go.
So
Get that
how
back.
long have we had a Royal Regatta in Fowey? Do we know offhand when it was started?
We've tried to look into it. But was it something to do with...
Well, it was in the 1830s that it probably started, with mainly rowing matches. Now only sailing races.
I think it became royal something to do with when Queen Victoria landed on Albert Quay.
Okay.
And Prince Albert made a donation to the Royal Fowey Yacht Club. Therefore, the regatta became royal, I think. Don't quote me on that, anyone, please.
Hey, we're going with it.
Yeah.
I like it.
That's fact now.
Yeah, it's a fact. It happened.
So it's been going for, coming on 200 years.
Yeah.
And we've got certain things that have always kind of been there, like the royalty for the carnival and things like that. So we choose Carnival Queen.
And we have a Carnival Queen attendants, page boys, and then we've got the Fairy Queen, which is the younger generation, and they've got attendants and page boys as well.
I remember being the page boy.
Oh, really?
I think maybe 92 or 3.
But we recently had a book release, didn't we? Of the pictures of all the old carnival
I did that
queens.
one with Belinda Raymond.
Yeah, that's right.
Right up to date, up to 2020, I think.
Yeah, I was in that. 1982, I was an attendant.
82.
Fairy Queen attendant.
So the week starts off with, officially it's a service in the church, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the first thing, yeah.
And then on the Monday we have kind of...
Well, the first thing is the sailing race down to Flushing. That's
of
really
course.
important
That's
to the
right.
sailors. So
They
then
leave
That's on the
us-
Sunday as well. Is that on the Sunday?
yeah, they race
Yeah.
down Sunday morning to Flushing, and then they race back up to Fowey on the Monday.
Okay.
With the working boats. They accompany them usually.
See, I don't know a lot about the sailing side of it, 'cause I'm not a sailor, so I know much more about the land-based stuff rather than anything on the water.
I thought you were going to say much more about the alcohol.
I mean, we'll get on to that, shall we? So the race down to Flushing on the Monday. Then we have on the Sunday. There's a church service on the Sunday,
followed by a dog show for those land lovers that don't go sailing down to Flushing.
and that's quite a new thing as well, isn't it?
Yeah, we did that last year, and it's the first one. We didn't think we'd have many entries, and 65 dogs turned up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
it was mad. Absolutely.
So
So,
I suppose that's the thing, you never know how it's going to go.
No,
when you put new
exactly.
things into something like that.
I guess that's a keeper for this year then.
yes, so that'll be down at Cavan Mill again. Yeah, exciting. We're going to change it a little bit, how we set it up, because obviously last year was the first one. So yeah, we're yet to have a little meeting about that.
And we'd like people to register their doggies before they arrive, wouldn't we?
Well,
idea.
we might not.
Oh.
So we're thinking that we might do, actually, they come and pay per category and buy a token, and then they give their token and then say the name of their dog when we do that category. I feel it'll be less chaotic.
It was just
Don't
everyone
work with
turned
kids
up.
and animals, don't they say?
Or, yes.
Everyone turned up at the same time, didn't they? And all wanted to enter at the same time, and there was lots of bits of paper flying around.
Well, if there's one thing we're good at in Fowey, it's winging it. And it always ends up all right at the end of the day, doesn't it? So, moving on to Monday, we've got the crowning ceremony, crowning the Carnival Queens.
Which you are heavily involved with.
Yeah, I will kind of ring the bell, get people's attention and announce what's going on with that. Welcome everyone to Regatta, which is my first involvement.
How long have you been doing it for? Can I just ask? How many regattas is it now?
It's 7 years now.
Is that what it is?
So this will be my 8th regatta as crier, although one of them was COVID and not a lot happened.
Wow, very good.
And then we follow that with the Flora Dance.
We do, and we've got the lovely Nina, who actually does a Flora Dance workshop at, I think it's midday on the Town Quay. So
That's
if
a good idea.
anyone on holiday wants to join in with the Flora Dance, or any locals as well that don't know how to do the Flora Dance, she'll give them the...
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I
And
always-
it's also easy to wing it.
Yeah, which we're good at, as discussed. I always love the Flora Dance. It's, after the crowning, to go and do the Flora Dance with the royalty and everyone dressed in white. I think it's a lovely thing, and it is one of the things that I kind of worry more about the long-term survival of, just because numbers seem to dwindle. Do you know what I mean?
They do. We've approached the schools and the brownies and things like that as well for to join in the Flora Dance, and obviously the carnival as well.
Yeah.
But it's hard to get everybody involved. And
I think a lot of people kind of a bit self-conscious with dancing through the streets. If you're dressed up and whatever in the carnival, then that's one thing, and that's, you know, everyone's dressed up, but actually physically dancing through the streets, you know, dressed in white and garbed with flowers, people can be a bit more self-conscious of it, I think.
But you can wear whatever you like. You don't need to dress in white and be garbed with flowers.
One year some girls had towels around them, didn't they?
Oh, that's right.
Turbans and
we
towels.
also had Lou Running Club came, and they skipped the whole of the floor dance, and they wore orange tutus and wigs.
Because their Glue Pioneer's colour is orange, so But I think actually they are brilliant because they always get involved in Fowey Regatta.
Yeah, they're
be
great.
it the floor dance and the carnival. They came one year as a roller coaster, which is one of the best costumes I've ever seen in the carnival. It was fantastic. But yeah, they always get well involved, which is great.
And there is a prize for best dress, isn't there?
Well, the floor dance.
The floor dance, yes. Yeah, there always used to be.
That's
a thing that used to be, maybe it isn't anymore.
Oh, okay.
Hey, we don't need prizes, do we? Just get involved.
Exactly.
Give up points.
Yes.
What do points make?
Prizes.
Oh no.
Oh, God. Forget the prizes.
I have forgotten something we do on Monday, which I did for the first time last year. Not the first time, but the first time in a long time, which is the crab catching competition.
Love it.
I think there was how many crabs last year? I think there was 1 or 2 in total.
There weren't very many.
It does seem to be.
Do we
There's
think
either
the crabs have actually just caught on over the years?
Yeah, I think they
Oh
know.
my God, it's Monday.
Quick, hide.
Everybody out.
I think you either there's very few crabs caught, maybe 1 or 2, or loads and loads and loads. And there's no in between with it, really, is there?
And you're not allowed to bring your own crabs.
No.
No. We ended up trying to catch acorns last year because it was the only thing that we could physically catch, and I think I beat my brother on acorns, but he beat me on seaweed.
Nice.
So we called it a draw.
That's fair enough.
It's fair enough.
There's no winners here, Alan.
So moving on to Tuesday, what normally happens on Tuesday? We've got the SUP stuff these days, and the raft races and the swimming races.
Yes, that is our water sports day, we call it. So yeah, raft race used to be absolutely massive.
Yeah, we did it for many years, didn't we?
We did.
Was our name of our raft Various
Pies, and then we had Various Pies 2,
Return.
and then we did have the Various Pies 3, didn't we?
I think we did.
With
yeah.
3 different rafts.
I think we lost the first year to a bathtub.
I think
a little bit disappointing.
I think I was in the bathtub.
Wow. If I'd known that, you wouldn't be here.
Well, I didn't race the first year.
No, I can't remember
since
who was on
that
the
year,
first.
we never ever lost. We
Yeah.
always won it after that.
I blame losing the first year on Simon Martin. Just because.
Well,
Wow.
he's an easy target, really,
Yeah.
isn't he?
Why not?
I never taken part in the SUP stuff or the swimming. I'm not a particularly strong
Do you
swimmer.
want to explain what that means?
Stand up paddleboard.
Thank you very much. Just in case, you know. For anyone listening that doesn't know what it means.
Well, there we are then. So yes, water sports day.
So stand-up paddleboards, I think we changed last year that you have to hire. We supply the stand-up paddleboards because we had some people turn up with super duper race ones, and they were just like they started, and they had finished, and everyone else was still on start line.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
So yeah, we changed that up a little
Make
bit.
it a level playing field.
And the Harbour Office also organised the water polo. That was quite exciting last year.
Water
That's just
polo.
off the key, isn't it?
Yeah.
The water polo.
We're hoping again for this year. We haven't yet had our meeting with the Harbour Office to see what they've got organised because they do the raft race and the swimming races. So that's all their side of things. And then Fowey River Hire do the stand-up paddleboard side of things. And,
Very good.
like to get local businesses involved as much as we can.
Absolutely.
Do local businesses generally get involved?
Yeah, mostly. So
That's
Traders Carnival, we're trying really hard. We know it's really difficult to... We like everyone to dress up in their shops and, all the businesses in Fowey, the restaurants and... I was going to say banks, but we haven't got any.
I always think with the Traders Carnival, if you knew nothing about Regatta Week and you just happened to turn up one day in Fowey, you must wonder what the hell is going on.
It's hard working in a costume as well.
Yeah.
Since becoming town crier, I think Traders Carnival, which we're moving on to Wednesday now, because that's from 10 o'clock on the Wednesday. That's now one of my favourite things, because now every year I go around with the Carnival Queen, and we go round and judge all the shops and pubs and everything. So there's always a theme, isn't there?
Yeah, well, we brought a theme in because a lot of the businesses were like, oh, we don't know what to dress up as, so then they didn't dress up, so it dwindled a little bit. So to encourage everybody, we decided, let's have a theme.
Do we know the theme for this year?
It is anything Mardi Gras.
Oh, okay, that'd be good.
Yeah, so don't get your boobs out.
Why?
So me and the Carnival Queen will wander around Fowey and we'll go to each of the businesses.
You won't have your boobs out, will you?
I will not.
Cross for
Well,
that.
can't promise this year if it's Mardi Gras, Matthew.
Interesting.
We'll have to wait and see, won't
That'll
we?
draw the crowds in.
Get to Fowey at 10 o'clock on a Wednesday morning and Regatta Week, and we'll see. But yeah, I love wandering around and looking at the businesses and the effort that goes into some of them. I mean, there's some businesses that always put, they always go all out. For instance, Pincho's one that always puts a lot of effort in.
Yeah.
Sam's, the restaurant, Shipping Fowey.
Safe Harbour do really well.
Yeah, there's lots of them put so much effort in, and then we've got to kind of work out who's the winners, and it's like, well, there's so many. There's the first, second, and third, and you're like, how can you say that? Business X can't have a prize, and they've done so well. And it's so good.
Do most businesses get involved now?
They're more so of late,
That's
yes. Yeah, so we've got a few sort of larger retailers in Fowey where they have to ask managers and things, and we've kind of said to them, you always used to do this every year, and will it really affect the business? Do they need to know? Again, with Spot the Stranger, I don't know if you know about Spot the Stranger, but we ask all businesses to put a red spot in their window and then something in the window they don't normally sell, so maybe the fudge shop would have a grabbing line in there. So it's just something for the kids to go through. That runs out throughout the week. So we talk to them about the Trades Carnival at the same time when we go in and check and see if they want to be on the list of Spot the Stranger. So yeah, they're getting more and more involved. It's great.
I used to love Spot the Stranger.
Yeah,
when I was
I did.
little. I always remember Middleton's, which is the sweet shop. We've mentioned it a few times now.
Yeah.
And they had just a matchstick in the window, with all the sweets, and that was the Stranger. So you write that on your little list, and
The pharmacy always used to have a tin of baked beans
every year.
every year.
Was it the same too?
Probably the same tin. Probably just forgot to take it out. I'll have that tin of baked beans. What tin of baked beans?
I remember Upper Deck used to be the hardest, and they used to have like crabbing lines that they sold in there, and they would put like an earring on the hook.
Oh
of the crabbing
wow!
line, things like that, and yeah, that was.
Is that the one where the glass window was always tinted as well? Was that Upper Deck? Is that the one opposite Albert Quay?
It's on Albert Quay.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm sure they used to have their window tinted.
Maybe.
Squinting, looking through the
Jonas
window.
now, isn't it?
Just Jones.
Oh, yeah.
Just Jonas.
Yeah. Toy shop.
So moving on from the Traders Carnival on Wednesday in the evening, then we obviously have the main carnival, which is my absolute favourite part of Regatta
Me
Week.
too.
I
love
adore
the
it.
carnival.
And the only thing now I'm a little bit disappointed in since becoming town crier is I can't take part in the carnival itself because I lead it.
Well, you kind of do. You're like there.
Yeah,
and
but
you're
it's the same
involved
costume
and-
every time. I want to dress up as a minion. But no, I love leading the carnival. It's my absolute favourite thing I do as town crier, full stop. And the last couple of years I've had both my kiddies dressed up,
Those
doing it with
photos are
me.
very good.
And I always ask a local child to come and ring the bell to start the carnival, a different one each year. I mean,
Brilliant.
I have let my children take a
How
spot
dare
on
you.
2 of the years, but we've had loads of little kids come and do it. In fact, I think the one who did it first was a lad called Luke, who's near enough a grown up now. Shows how long I've been doing it now.
Scary.
Which is nice, but yeah, always offer it out, and it always gets snapped up quite quickly. So yeah, if you've got I normally say 5 to 10 years old. So if you've got a kiddie of around that age who would like to start the carnival and ring the bell, then let me know. So yeah, but we've had some fantastic. How long has the carnival been going? Decades and decades. I mean,
Oh yeah. So that has been advertised like along with sailing races and then carnival procession followed by the town dance. Many years. I've seen posters of that.
Yeah, they used to have a town dance up at the Armoury, up at Green Lane.
The armoury.
I think it's where that dragon house is.
Oh,
You
okay.
know, the house
Yeah.
with the dragons on the wall. The dragons have gone now. So yeah, that was the town dance, and they used to have big wheel on the town quay. And
Did they?
Oh, wow.
What, like a Ferris wheel?
fair. Yeah, I don't know if that was in Regatta Week, but I've seen photographs of it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bring that back.
Yeah. A little mini fair on the quay. That'd be really cool.
That'd be
Getting
cool,
away the
yeah.
regatta stage, wasn't it? Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I suppose. But I mean, some of the costumes I've seen through the years, like I said, roller coaster was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah,
That's just
brilliant.
one of so many. And again, after COVID, the year after it was a very quiet carnival. And again, I was worried that there was going to be a bit of a decline, just because I think a lot of people didn't want to be close to others and all the rest of it. But since that year, it's just gone.
I thought last year was absolutely brilliant.
It's gone better and
I thought
better
it
and
was
better.
great
And
last
now
year.
it's
Yeah.
absolutely thriving.
I tell you who I liked last year, and it's the owners of the spa shop.
Oh, yeah,
they
they're
brought
fantastic.
such a good energy
Yeah.
to the carnival. It
They
was
were
brilliant.
absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very good.
And that's what I love about it these days. You've got, it's a traditional carnival which has been going on for decades and decades, but you've got all the people from different cultures and backgrounds and all the rest of it all coming together, and there's the Indian drumming, and then there's the dancing, and there's
Inflatable swans.
anything. It can be. It's literally it's wide open, and the creativity and the thought of people who enter the carnival, I just think is fantastic, and it's gone from strength to strength, and I'm really pleased with where the carnival's at. It's one of the best locally.
It is. I love it.
Do you still do it?
I do still do it.
Come on, tell us a bit about it.
So we've got a group of girls called the FREPs, which stands for the Fowey River Rat Pack, and we started officially our group in 2004. I think our first year was Pink Ladies, and we had a few T-Birds that year. So we've had a few boys over the years, but we tend to be just girls now. And we're still going strong. I think we've got 23 this year.
That is
Can't
a good
tell you
effort.
what we're dressing as.
Oh, that was going to be my next question,
No,
but I
sorry,
didn't think
top
you'd
secret, top secret.
Top secret, no little hints or...
No, sorry.
Unbelievable.
I was in that first one, Pink
Were you?
Ladies. Yeah, me and
Brilliant.
Jenny.
When did you say it was? 2004?
2004,
It's a good
yeah.
effort.
Yeah. So we've done all sorts over the years. Yeah, last year we did a comedy take on Swan Lake, and we were inflatable swans, and we had some ducklings as well. That was interesting. And because the costumes, the crutch part stopped at your knees, so that was interesting.
Because how long is the actual route? We start at the top of the hill, wind our way through Fowey to Caffer Mill, but it's got to be
I reckon it's about 2 miles.
a couple miles, isn't
Gotta
it?
be,
Yeah.
Yeah,
if not a
my
bit
foot
more.
still hurts.
So like I say, I
At least it's
absolutely...
downhill.
True, you wouldn't want to be going up. But no, I adore leading the carnival, and I always stop at Caffer Mill and then I watch the whole procession come through, so I get to see everyone as well, because I loved watching it, and leading it, you can't watch it. Although I'm around the field at the start and I can kind of go and see and have a look at people.
We're a bit like that, being in it. Yeah.
Yeah, but I like watching the procession, so I always stop at the end now and watch everyone come through. And it's, like I say, it's one of my absolute favourite parts of the week. What was your favourite thing you've dressed up as in the carnival, Leslie?
Keep it PG. Keep it PG.
I know my worst.
You must have been in it once or twice.
Yeah. I used to go in with not Elaine's girls. We were sort of in competition with them a bit, with Val and Margot and all the Fowey crowd. The sort of next generation down from Elaine, sort of, and all sorts. Oh, we were Cornish maids one year, Cornish bathing bells maids, and we had on silly hats, and the bathing all in black and yellow spots. And I remember ending up over at Spolrun at Tom's yard. Yeah.
Were you the Eclipse one year? You had those big round things, and you were gold on one side.
And it was raining, and it was
Just for
the
a
year
change.
that it absolutely chucked it down. And so we all gathered in a little circle, and we all put our wings out. And then we had town band boys coming underneath for shelter.
Fabulous.
Well, while we're talking about it, let's talk a little bit about Fowey Town Band. Because you say town band, and people will probably think,
Oh, what
They can
instrument
play
do you play?
instruments.
yes. So
They've got rules. Yeah, if you can play an instrument, it's a no-no.
It's a no-no. If you
No.
can bang an old
Can't
oil
touch you.
drum, then you're in.
half of them have got oil drums and they just bang around, and half of them have got bugles. There used to be a cymbal, but we haven't had a cymbalist for a while. Do you call them cymbalists?
I don't know.
And there's always a bloke with a great big drum.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
Yeah. The town band, though, hearing the town band makes my regatta weeks. It
Yeah,
reminds
you know
me
it's
of
regatta.
my childhood.
Yeah,
and-
that one tune.
Yeah.
Yeah, that tune.
But there's
That's That's it. That's the
But
tune.
they're so loved. Everybody loves the town band, and let's be honest, it's a big group of lads going around making a racket, drinking beer.
Yeah.
That's about it, isn't it?
Definitely.
But they do have their own jobs, which they do. I mean, for instance, they always go ahead on the carnival. They go ahead first, just so their beer and pub stops don't hold. Well, I say don't hold the carnival up. They still do, but less so. And then on the Thursday, one of their jobs is to go and get the giant pasty.
It is. That's one of my jobs, is to order the giant pasty, and then I help organise the crew of cutting it up as well. So that's an interesting one. Yes, so they go to Polruan to do Fowey Town Band things first, and they have a bit of a sing-song and a bit of court-martialling, I believe. And then they come back over the river and do a little dance on the tug, or the tug does a dance, and collect the pasty. But over the years, the giant pasty's been... it originally started in Fowey, didn't it? I think it was being made in Fowey.
Yeah, Botels, I think the bakery there, and then...
Oh yeah, because Gary A. Lee, who's in the band, he remembers it being made when he was a child and he worked there.
In Fowey?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Then it went over to Polruan because there was a big oven in Polruan and there wasn't a big enough oven in Fowey to do it anymore.
Yeah.
So that's when the town band started to go over and collect it and bring it back. But before that, the town band weren't allowed to touch the pasty because they weren't trusted.
Yeah.
Probably wise.
Haven't you got a story about the first town band and a skeleton?
Not putting you on the spot at all.
No, I remember reading something from Jim Pierce, and he said there were some stories written down.
Well, I remember one about when the town band were Egyptians, and the mummy got thrown in the river.
Maybe it's that.
And it was floating past a yacht, and somebody thought it wasn't a mummy, and mistook it for something else. And there was another time there was somebody made a big emu with paper mache, and there must have been Australians, I think, this year, and it rained. And all the paper mache ran off. It was just a cage.
I remember when they dropped it off the top of the steps at the King of Prussia one year. I was devastated. I mean, I was 21. I shouldn't have been, but...
I mean, over the years, lots has happened to the big pasty, hasn't it?
Yeah.
On its perilous journey from Polruan. But a lot of the time
it got trodden on once.
Got trodden on, it's been blown up, it's been dropped in the river, all sorts. But a lot of the times it's a stunt, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a joke, and they've got the other one with the real one elsewhere, nice and safe.
Yeah.
Usually, yeah.
Who makes it now?
So Key Bakery have
They
made
still do
it.
it.
They are actually the only bakery in Fowey that bake their own pasties on the premises, which is why we chose them. And yeah, they like doing it. They've been doing it for about 7 or 8 years.
For anyone that
probably,
hasn't ever seen it, how big are we talking?
It is 6 foot long and about, how big's that?
1.5 foot.
1.5 foot wide.
That's big.
So Key Bakery actually make it pasty shaped, whereas in the past it's always been like sausage roll shaped, really.
Yeah.
So it's quite nice they do make it pasty shaped. And
That's a lot of crimping.
It is a lot of crimping, isn't it?
It just fits on a stretcher, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So.
Well, on social media, I've kept seeing this place in Liscard that says they've got the world's biggest pasty at 5 kilos.
dare they say
And every
that?
time I see them, like, it's not the biggest pasty.
No.
It's not. Bloody biggest pasties in Fowey.
I think we should send them a strongly
So-
worded email.
Where was that?
They're just on social media. There's a
just
place in
social media.
Liscard that does this I think it's a 5 kilo pasty.
Should send him a picture of.
I should. I've got a picture of me with the pasty in, I think it's 1986 or 7. Black and white photo. I mean, that's another thing I like. It's all the old photos that people on social media they put up, and it's pictures of the carnival and pictures of Fowey and all the black and whites. And it's almost like when they put them on the memory pages on like Facebook or whatever, people coming on and saying, "Oh, that's that person and that's that person," and it's like
I love that.
some of the old photos are fantastic. I'm really, really glad that. Oh, here we go. We've got a picture here now of the. When was this?
Wow,
Is this
look at that one.
1987?
We'll put a photo of
So
this.
that would have been 86, I expect, wouldn't it?
Yeah, we'll have to get a copy of this. And here we go. Crabbing catching contest. First prize £3.
I mean, to give you an idea, there's what, 10 people around that pasty?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, all holding it. So
All
like
holding
it's almost like you say. It's almost like on a stretcher, isn't it?
Yeah. So they carry it on a stretcher, if I remember it. That's another story.
But talking about pasties, on Thursday, also during the day, is one of my new things. Well, not my new things, new to me, but it's been going for many years, which is the Cornish pasty eating competition, which I was asked to kind of compare one year and have kept ever since. So that's my little baby, and it was really, really busy last year because a few years beforehand, it's almost been I've kind of had to pressure people into joining because we've got all these pasties, again supplied by Key Bakery in Fowey.
Wow, not this year. So we've decided to spread it through the town. So Richard's Fruit and Veg are going to sponsor this year, and they're going to supply Barnacut's pasties.
Okay.
Just for the pasty eating contest.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to have some vegetarian pasties and slightly smaller ones for children as well.
Oh, okay.
All
Yeah,
Because
brilliant.
a pound pasty is quite big for a child.
Oh,
to
so
be
you'll have
eating.
different classes of vegetarian pasties.
We think so, yeah.
Cheese and onion.
So there's no excuse
I don't
not
think we're
to
going to
join.
go cheese and onion. We're just going to have the veggie.
gluten free.
Are you going to enter?
I might. If there's a gluten free pasty.
There we go. I think we should make that happen now.
Do you
But no,
know who holds the current record?
I mean, the record for time is Andreas, who could demolish one of the pasties back along in under a minute. However, the pasties we've used for the last few years are bigger and much harder to eat quickly. So I don't think up until this year, if there's a change of pasty, that you could have really challenged that. Because he was a machine.
It was like a Hoover.
Yeah.
Under a
However,
minute is,
if it's going to be a Barnacut, so I imagine they would probably be a bit easier to eat more quickly. So maybe there could be new records set. I need to start keeping a tally of how
You should
fast
do
they
what
go.
they used to do on Top Gear and have your little board.
That's
Yeah.
a good idea.
Great idea. So yeah, that's also on the Thursday. So we kind of got if Tuesday's the water sports day, Thursday's the
So
pasty day, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which is good to have a whole day dedicated
Is
to the
it Pirate
pasty.
Day as well?
We did try and bring in Pirate Pasty Day, a couple of years ago, but it never kind of really took off. But yeah, Pasty Day, definitely.
Another thing we've got on Thursday now, which is a new addition really, I mean it's been going for a few years now, is the car show.
Yeah.
I mean that used to be, when it first started, that was on the same day as the carnival on the Wednesday, and it's just grown and grown each year into this massive thing, so it was moved now to kind of separate it from the carnival as far as I'm aware.
Yeah.
But I mean, that does incredibly well now. I think, have they sold out spaces already for this year?
Yeah, they closed, I think it was like end of May they actually closed applications because they had so many, and they've also put a cap on the amount of cars driving through the town because everybody wanted to do it.
Your
and
car
also,
has to be reliable.
Yes, because we had a few breakdowns didn't we last year. But I think the draw on the driving through the town, not only that everybody sees you in your car and they're amazing and it's their babies, but they get to drive through the old railway tunnel on the Imerus Road, which is the second longest tunnel in the UK, I believe.
Really? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I've been through there a few times. I ran through there when I ran, and I've been through, because until last year, me and Jeff, the electrician in Fowey, we would kind of lead that, and I would hang out.
Jeff would love that you've just mentioned him.
Yeah, of course he will. He listens, by the way. But we would lead the carnival in Dolly, his VW camper, and I would hang out and ring the bell, and not that you really needed noise to alert you to the approaching hundreds of cars, but no, I love going through the tunnel. I think it's fantastic. Have you ever been through it?
Yeah, I've been through it a few times, yeah.
You've been through it as well?
Yeah, we did a brownie bike ride.
We've been through it in fancy dress as well.
Yeah, that's right.
Does anyone know how long it is?
With a trolley. We did a trolley run.
I don't know.
Must be a couple of miles.
It's
if not more.
It's long.
No, it's not a couple of miles. It's about 3/4 of a mile.
Oh, is it?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so.
But it's nice. It's nice to have that as part of the classic car parade, really.
Yeah, that's got huge, hasn't it, over the last few years?
Yeah, and it helps traffic as well, because obviously the road is two-way coming into Fowey from Four Turnings to Caffer Mill. So the first year it was absolute carnage, because we didn't know that was going to be a problem. We didn't think about it. We didn't know there were going to be quite so many people in the car show, in the parade, sorry. But yeah, so somebody came up with the idea, they got permission from Memories, and it turned out fabulous.
It's kind of just like a back unused road, isn't it? So
yeah, well, it's policed. It's on. It's got traffic lights each end because obviously it's only one way.
Yeah.
One lane. But yeah, it's the whole road for Emery's. They use their big trucks.
We don't want to be meeting one of those halfway down.
No.
Not really. And then after that, we're on to the weekend. So Friday We've got the 5k fun run now and a beach activity day down at Ready Money, and that's also the day with the sand sculptures.
Yeah, so we've got the fun run starts down there, and then we've got the sandcastle competition. This year tides don't really suit, so hence we bought the egg throwing in last year to sort of prolong the time after the fun run. For the tide to go out a little bit, we need a bit more, so we're fitting in the tug of war as well. And Victoria, who owns the beach shop, quite often puts some sort of entertainment on as well. I'm not sure if she is this year or not, but yeah, it's great down there on the beach.
And then on the Saturday, we've got a fun day, and there's the gig race.
Yeah, so they are now based down at Caffè Mill. They used to be at Beryl's Yard, but they've moved them down to Caffè Mill because they've got a bit more space, and the toilets are closer for them. And yeah.
And then one of the nicest ways to kind of end the week is the torchlight parade.
Yeah.
I think that's absolutely wonderful.
That came back last year,
I can say that
first
came
year.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that came back because I always used to love that.
Yeah.
Um,
Do you remember doing it when we had the wax torches?
I can't really remember.
So I remember and you had a wax candle thing on a stick, and you'd be burning naked flames with all those engines going all over the place, petrol there. But yeah, wax dripping down your hand. It was great. Good fun.
Health and safety back then. Health and safety? What health and safety?
So yeah, now they use like the glow sticks and things. We actually bought in last year, you know, the Coldplay concerts, they had all those wristbands. We sold them in the regatta shop, and we had our chairman, Ash, was out on one of the boats, and he was controlling them. And so from the water,
what a good idea.
I was on the water, and from the water it looked amazing that we all like went pink and things at the same time. I don't know how effective it was seeing it from the quay, because obviously there are other lights as well as those, or seeing it from the land. Yeah, but yeah, that was good fun.
And then we always end the week with a firework display, which is it's fantastic, isn't it? The amount of money that must cost, because the fireworks are always really, really good.
Yeah, it's amazing. Because you get the reflection of the river as well, and you can watch it from pretty much anywhere in Fowey, and you get a good view. Yeah, no, it's great.
Remember, my dad always used to watch it before he wasn't walking as much. He always used to watch it from his back doorsteps in Tavern Barn.
Brilliant.
It's a perfect view. Absolutely brilliant. But yeah, it's one of my highlights of fireworks.
So that's kind of like most of the events really of the week, but you always have entertainment throughout the day and in the evening. You know, most of it, a lot of it's on the town quay. You've got bands. I mean, looking at last year's programme, we've had, you know, people like Josh Kerno and the Countrymen and people like that will always come onto the quay. So it's every night we have some kind of entertainment on the quay, don't we?
Yeah, we try and get as many local bands as we can. So we've got the 506 are back again this year. I think it's the third year in a row we've had them. They first played for us when we were up at Fowey River Academy, and the Friday night got cancelled because of the wind, and it was horrendous. So we lost quite a lot of revenue on that year. And then on the Saturday, we were meant to have an Elton John tribute band, and he got strep over your throat, and he couldn't sing. So we didn't have Elton John. So luckily we already had, was it Lady Gaga booked? Was she? I can't remember. But she also did, her other act was Madonna. So she did a double act and came and changed. But the sound guys, one of the members of the 506, it was a school band. They just left school that year. He said, we can fill the gap while she's doing her change and having a little bit of a break. And they did their first set that they've ever done, not in front of a school. Well, it was at school, but it wasn't school.
And they're on the stage on the quay this year.
Yeah, so last year they were on the stage and everyone said it was amazing. And the year before. So they did the Thursday night when the tide was coming up over the quay. And
it's always good, that.
Yeah. So we've got them back again this year, and they're carrying on. And
good.
So they're all like back away at college and things like that, and uni, I think. But they come back over the school holidays and they do gigs and stuff, so that's great.
One of my favourite bands growing up.
I know exactly what you're going to say.
Gumbo Flyers.
With the bloke with the washboard.
Absolutely love it. They were absolutely amazing.
What's happened to the Gumbo Flyers? Are they still about? Because I want to see them again.
Can we get them back?
Well, we look into it.
Proper nostalgia.
Zoe books all the bands, so yeah.
Oh, they were great. Just remember him with the washboard.
and his little floppy hair, and he was
floppy hair.
he'd be
Yeah.
having to flick his hair. So it's fantastic. And then obviously there's entertainment for the kiddies throughout the day as well. Have we missed anything?
Yeah, we've got story time as well on the Tuesday and the Wednesday morning at Cafe Mill. So we're trying to spread it across the town. So it's been really successful having things down at Ready Money. So spreading it out there on the Friday. So we're trying to bring it to the other end of town as well, just a little bit.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's a good idea. Stuff going on all over the place, here, there and everywhere.
Yeah.
So yeah, if someone listening to this is thinking, do you know what, that sounds pretty good. They've never been to Fowey or they've never witnessed Regatta Week. You know, what would you say to them? How would you? One, would you recommend it? And if so, you know, why would you recommend it?
It's just great fun. You can join in, you can not join in, you can just sit and spectate, or you can full on join in the carnival, dress up, enter the pasty eating competition.
There's absolutely nothing not to like about it, is there?
No, not really.
It's a great week.
So even if you don't like crowds, there's quieter places and you can still enjoy the atmosphere of it.
Yeah.
And not only that, it's free.
Yes, we've only got one paid event this year, so we try and do it all on donations and patrons and things like that. So the paid event this year is the last night of the proms,
Very good.
which is in the church on Friday night, and it's pre-sale of tickets.
So what do you think it costs to put on every year, especially like last year? Do you know roughly?
I think this is important because I think a lot of people don't appreciate.
Because I've got a
the
list
amount of
here
money.
from just to compare 1986.
This should be interesting.
Well, I think we usually have a budget of about £40,000.
Can I ask where that £40,000 comes from?
Well, sponsorship.
Yeah.
And patrons, which anyone can be a patron, which I should hand over to Leslie because she is the patron
A
secretary.
bit slow this year, but last year was phenomenal. We had great support from the patrons, so there's still time, you know, to get it in. It's very important because the more money we get, the better show we can put on.
I suppose if the patrons drop off and there's not enough money coming in, you just physically haven't got that money to spend then.
Yeah. If we want the regatta to keep going.
I mean,
Yeah.
when I was
Please
young,
help.
a lot of it was buckets and cash and stuff.
Well, that's very important that people put money in bucket share, but of course not everybody's got cash now, so what do we do instead, Kerry?
So we have got a QR code which is displayed in some of the shop windows around the town. There's QR codes on the buckets that you can scan, and then it takes you to a payment service, and that goes to the regatta. So some of the QR codes are set at like just £5, maybe £10, or you can put in whatever amount you want to.
Yeah, so if anyone wants to become a patron, what's the best way of doing that?
Get in contact on the website. We've got there's a contact form on there.
Yes, there's all the details. You can pay, you can donate by cash, cheque, or just transfer it from your bank account to the regatta bank account. And our treasurer is living in Tavern Barn. She's very close, so...
Well, like you say, I
Contact
think
her.
a lot of people don't appreciate quite how much it costs.
Yeah,
to,
the time,
to do.
effort,
And
the
it doesn't
expense.
matter how much you want to give, from, you know, like just a few pence or a few pounds to thousands. That's how it varies.
Yeah.
We've
One of
got
my
some brilliant-
childhood memories was Chris and David on the back of the little van.
I
At
was
the back of the...
gonna say that.
carnival.
That's what I miss about
Yeah.
the carnival. That 4 turnings garage were always the very last ones, and
yeah,
everyone was
they had
just
to have the
throwing
bucket
all
on
their
the stick.
yeah,
I
that's
used to
right,
love
and
that.
throwing all their
Maybe
all
that's
their
something we could
change in.
try and look at bringing back.
Yeah, it's getting
Yeah,
somebody
throw
with a
credit
vehicle
card.
and throwing credit cards.
And your PIN number.
Yes, please.
So that's in a bit of a nutshell. That's Regatta Week. What would you say, Leslie, before we sign off? Is there anything that you have had in Regatta Weeks gone by that you wish we still had, or is there anything in particular that you miss?
I think it's good that things are changing because they have to, and there's such a lot of really great new things coming in to replace, like you said, the red arrows. You know, we did try. What was we had one year? We had parachutists, didn't we?
What were they called? The something devils, the red devils.
Red Devil, is that the...
Yeah,
Not quite the same.
Yeah, I
it
remember
was
them.
really good if you were on the quay, which is where I was, standing next to the guy doing the commentating, because he got everybody going. He was telling him what he was doing, and we had to wait for the aeroplane to give a green light to say that the clouds had cleared enough for them to jump. But if you watched it from where you couldn't hear that, it was just like, oh, somebody jumping up there.
What
oh
are
look,
they
they're doing
doing?
some twirls.
Yeah.
I remember
it
you had a
was-
stunt
yeah.
plane years ago.
Did we?
You remember the stunt plane?
No.
Sure, Dad's got it on his an old.
It wasn't just someone in trouble.
Well, it might have been. Maybe it was. And didn't we have somebody, the helicopter one year, with all the balls in it, and they dropped it onto the ferry?
Oh.
And didn't it miss the ferry?
Something like that, yeah.
I
remember
got like a
that.
real vague memory of that.
Wow.
Pick a ball, it's like a raffle, and the ball's in the helicopter.
Yeah.
We're going to drop it onto the car ferry.
We used to have
And
a
it
bull
missed.
run as well, didn't we, down the hill?
We did that like from the safe harbour down to the
Down to the ship, yeah.
Yeah, we did.
It was
That'd be
difficult for
Where's,
spectators though.
where's the balls?
They are. I think they're in our store. We've now got a regatta store.
We can't use plastic balls anymore.
Wow. Not if they go in the river.
They were always tennis balls, weren't they?
Well, then we could have another event of who can collect most of the
Yeah.
balls from the river.
Help tidy up.
Well, before we sign off, I just wanted to say a personal thank you. One for you two for coming to speak to us and having this little chat. I also want to say thank you to all the committee because it's a hell of a lot of work. And again, people don't appreciate how much time, effort, and you know your own time that you put into it is a hell of a lot. So thank you to all of the members of the committee for putting on what is a fantastic week, year after year after year. And that's all I've got to say, unless anyone's got anything else they want to add.
You've ended it
for Fowey
perfectly.
Regatta Week.
Yeah, thank you to everyone involved.
And if you want to get involved and be a volunteer, there's you can go onto Facebook and have a look, or go on the website, or pop and see me down at the Salty Dog at Cafford Mill.
Always space for another volunteer.
Always space for a volunteer,
Yeah, more
even
than
if it's
welcome.
5 minutes.
Perfect. You're going to be volunteering once more, I think, aren't you, mate?
If they'll have me back, yeah. I mean, we didn't
Definitely.
mention the flags. I mean, unbelievable.
Oh, the flags!
The
Yeah,
bunting
flags.
through
the town.
There's,
Yeah.
there's so many things we haven't mentioned.
I love when the
There's-
bunting goes up because
yeah.
it's almost like, oh, it's nearly here.
I was more
It's
talking
coming.
about Varco's Corner for you, but
Yeah.
a little guard duty.
Am I going to
stopping
be
traffic.
dressed as a cone this year?
Well, I'm going to sort a traffic cone
I
outfit
think,
out for
I
you.
think I'd
Definitely,
like
there
that,
is
yeah.
one lurking.
Or you could be a lollipop man.
Yeah.
Lollipop man.
Stop, go. Yeah.
I honestly do think you should wear a camera this year, though, because I think some of the interactions you have are
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah, they're not always.
So if anyone who doesn't know, Matt stops the traffic from entering the town during days where there's a lot of people.
I thoroughly enjoy it.
Yeah, you mean you get called all sorts, don't you?
Mm. Yeah, stuff that we probably can't repeat on here.
What, like wanker?
Wanker.
Yeah.
Oh, we said it.
Oh no.
God. I think it's probably time to go, isn't it?
On that note, thank you very much, ladies.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Matthew.
Thank you.
Thank you, mate. Love you.
Yeah, I love you too.
Take care.
Goodbye.